The wrestling universe is buzzing after Jon Moxley, AEW's dynamic and unpredictable star, fired back at the news of Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar joining forces under WWE's faction known as The Vision. The reaction, shared in interviews and social media commentary, has already sent ripples across both WWE and AEW fan bases, igniting debates and speculation about potential cross-promotional storylines or confrontations. Moxley, widely regarded as one of the most fearless and innovative performers of his generation, wasted no time in expressing his reaction. While many expected him to remain silent or neutral, he instead issued statements that were equal parts defiance, curiosity, and challenge, reinforcing his reputation as a wrestler who does not shy away from conflict, whether inside or outside the ring. Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. The vision grows. Seth Rollins, a master tactician and charismatic figure in WWE, has long been building The Vision, a faction designed to dominate SmackDown and assert his authority over the roster. Rollins' strategic mind has allowed him to carefully select allies who complement his style. And the addition of Brock Lesnar elevated the group to an unprecedented level of power and intimidation. Lesnar, known for his unmatched strength, agility, and ruthless efficiency in the ring, brings a level of physical dominance that few superstars can match. Together, Rollins and Lesnar form a faction that represents both tactical genius and brute force, making The Vision a major threat not only to WWE superstars, but also a potential point of intrigue for performers outside WWE like Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley, AEW's fearless competitor. Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose in WWE, has transformed into a cornerstone of AEW programming. Known for his brawling style, resilience, and willingness to take extreme risks, Moxley has cultivated a persona that thrives on unpredictability. His presence in AEW has been instrumental in defining the promotion's identity, with storylines and matches that often push the boundaries of what fans expect from modern professional wrestling. Moxley's reaction to the Vision deal reflects his personality: fearless, uncompromising, and unafraid to speak his mind. His response underscores a competitive spirit that will not be intimidated, even when faced with the combined threat of two of WWE's most dominant superstars. The context behind Moxley's reaction: the Vision deal, which officially aligned Rollins and Lesnar as a dominant faction on SmackDown, immediately became a talking point within the wrestling community. Fans and industry insiders speculated about how WWE might leverage this pairing to elevate storylines, and the news inevitably reached AEW, where Moxley remains a central figure. Sources indicate that Moxley's reaction was influenced by several key factors: legacy and pride. As someone who built his reputation on intensity and unpredictability, Moxley takes notice of dominant factions like The Vision, professional respect, and rivalry. While he respects the abilities of Rollins and Lesnar, Moxley is equally determined to maintain his own dominance within AEW. Fan engagement. Moxley recognizes that commenting on WWE storylines keeps fans talking, heightening anticipation for any potential interactions or crossover storylines. How Moxley fired back. Moxley's response came in several forms: interviews, social media posts, and cryptic comments during AEW programming. While he avoided direct threats, his tone was unmistakably defiant. He emphasized his autonomy, resilience, and readiness to confront any challenge thrown his way. In interviews, Moxley stated, "Rollins and Lesnar think they're untouchable. That's fine. I don't care who's in a faction or what their plans are. I do my thing, I stay dangerous, and I don't need anyone's approval to make an impact." On social media, Moxley's posts hinted at unpredictability and readiness for confrontation. leaving fans speculating about possible cross-promotional matchups, surprise appearances, or even storyline rivalries that could transcend the boundaries of WWE and AEW. Fan reactions. Wrestling fans, way in the WWE and AEW fan bases, erupted in response to Moxley's statements. On platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and wrestling forums, fans debated the potential for dream matches and storyline possibilities. Excited speculation. Fans began creating hypothetical scenarios, imagining matches pitting Moxley against Rollins, Lesnar, or even The Vision as a whole. Respect for Moxley. Many praised Moxley for his courage in responding to WWE's dominant faction, noting that it reinforces his image as fearless and unshakable. Cross-promotional hype. Some speculated that this back and forth could lead to unprecedented interactions between AEW and WWE, generating historic moments for professional wrestling. Hashtags like #MoxleyFiresBack, #VisionChallenge, and #AEW vs. WWE quickly gained traction, reflecting the excitement and intrigue surrounding Moxley's reaction. Storyline implications. What could happen next? Moxley's public response opens the door to multiple storyline possibilities. Interpromotional storylines. While WWE and AEW are separate entities, Moxley's reaction fuels speculation about potential cross-promotional encounters. Even a brief segment could create record-breaking fan engagement. Faction rivalries. The Vision could become a target for external challengers, including Moxley, heightening tension and drama. Character development. Moxley's reaction reinforces his persona as unpredictable and fearless, positioning him as a long-term threat to any faction or dominant wrestler. Dream matches. Fans now speculate about hypothetical matchups, imagining Lesnar versus Moxley or Rollins versus Moxley scenarios that could become fan-favorite debates for years. Backstage buzz and industry perspective. Wrestling insiders report that Moxley's reaction was widely discussed backstage, both in AEW and among WWE observers. Veteran talent praised Moxley's audacity, noting that his willingness to engage with WWE storylines adds intrigue and excitement to the broader wrestling narrative. Industry analysts suggest that this public reaction is valuable for both promotions, as it generates attention and fan engagement without requiring an actual cross-promotional match, though the potential for that remains a tantalizing possibility. The bigger picture. Wrestling fans. When ultimately, Moxley firing back against the Vision deal benefits the wrestling world as a whole. Fans are treated to unpredictability, high-stakes speculation, and a renewed sense of excitement surrounding both AEW and WWE programming. The feud, real or imagined, exemplifies the thrill of professional wrestling. Larger-than-life characters, strategic dominance, and moments that spark conversation for months. Moxley's response ensures that the Vision's dominance is not uncontested, even if only in the court of public opinion. Conclusion. The fire is lit between AEW and WWE. Jon Moxley's fiery response to Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar's WWE Vision deal is more than a comment. It is a statement of intent. The AEW star has asserted his independence, defiance, and readiness to challenge any perceived threat, while simultaneously fueling fan speculation about what might come next. Whether this leads to a direct confrontation, surprise appearances, or simply a narrative rivalry in the public imagination, Moxley's reaction adds a compelling layer to modern wrestling storytelling. Fans can expect tension, speculation, and excitement as the wrestling world waits to see how the story between Moxley, Rollins, Lesnar, and the Vision unfolds. In the end, the rivalry, real or potential, demonstrates the magnetic appeal of professional wrestling. audacious moves, bold personalities, and the endless what-ifs that keep fans invested. Jon Moxley has fired back, and the WWE Universe, AEW fans, and wrestling enthusiasts everywhere are on the edge of their seats.